Google Pixel 4 line became a little nuclear bomb on the internet. Some reviewers hated it as much as others loved it to the last screen Pixel. Still, there are people that are excited only about Xiaomi products and their price. Nevertheless, today I'm gonna share with you our opinion about Pixel 4 and traditionally we'll recommend it for buying or not. My name is Bogdan, welcome to TechFellas, and let's take into it. Check in the outer look first. The story is an old cliche in here. The front is glass, the back is glass, the frame is metal, and basically the only grabbing part in this phone. Both panels are hell of a slippery and besides collect fingerprints instantly as you get it out of the box. Straight away for buying a nice cover for that black edition. If to imagine that smartphone won't get scratches, dirt, and won't fall on the ground, so you'd say there is no need in cover. Its design has everything to love and hate it simultaneously. I mean, I dream to use an orange version cause it's highly more pleasant for me, however I cannot say that the black one is a bummer. It brings a classic flavor, rich and tradition bound. Besides, this color perfectly hides the square with cameras, in case if you do not find it the best solution among the recent experiments of many companies of 2019, especially from Apple. Actually, let's have a little tug war. Here's a poll for survey and the comment section down below. I'm interested, what do you think, who's got the best camera set design among these two? What else is definitely pleasing in Pixel 4 is its ergonomics. It makes no problem using it with one hand. My thumbs up for its comfort and portability. Also in its body, smartphones got wireless charging coil and dust and liquid protection by IP68 standard, making it ready for demands of modern world and desires of customers. Speaking about desires, if you got hungry and ran to the closest store without cash or credit card, but definitely with your Pixel 4 because obvious, be sure you'll get your chicken dinner. NFC will help you out with this. What's missing here is the second SIM card slot and the mini jack. Pity facts, especially as people stop expressing that it's not comfortable and seemingly supporting an eSIM, which is not available in all countries, and wireless headphones for music. These alternatives suck. Full stop. In the front, we face a glass aleophobic coating. Curiously, despite all trends with notches, popping up cameras and hole punches, Pixel 4 went back to a classic all-width strip on the top of the screen. Honestly, Google just got rid of all flaming from customers about any black areas. These heads got sensors of face recognition, proximity and ambient light sensors, a front-facing camera, Sali radar that is out of use in my region, audio speaker, and that's all I guess. Must be, right? I admit that I fancied that decision. Last year Pixel 3 XL notch was hideous. Pixel 4 is not a masterpiece in this regard too, however, they made a slight step back and solved the problem. So now about that screen. It has 5.7 inches made by OLED technology with Full HD Plus resolution and an aspect ratio of 19:9. Certainly it supports always on display, and in addition the smartphone can adapt the white balance depending on ambient lighting. Google calls this next level auto brightness and ambient EQ. Also, you will find color correction in the system and a neat little thing that will tell you what song is playing right now. It works fine, the name of the track appears on always on display, but the range of songs in database is not as wide as we thought it will be. I wouldn't be me if I forgot saying a word about the main feature of the screen, its refreshing rate that is 90 Hz. It is really pleasant to watch the menus and home screen desktops moving in high smoothness, but these 90 Hz are seen and felt not everywhere. At least some games, even heavy ones, show really awesome animation thanks to this. Now the white line changes to a black one. PWM is really strong in here. However, the bright line comes again. Our eyes didn't feel as much effect from it. Anyway, Play Market is full of apps that solve this problem at the cost of battery life. By the way, battery. In case of Pixel 4, there are 2800 mAh inside. That is an awesome number for year 2005, but nothing for nowadays. Depending on how you will use the phone, it will show different discharge, pretty obvious. For example, in standby it's highly weak, that is good. When playing games, makes the charge melt quickly minute by minute. Overall, 1 day of battery life upon normal use is the maximum that phone can give you. As I mentioned games, let me tell you what's inside. Thanks to Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chip, Adreno 640 graphics and 6 gigs of RAM, Pixel 4 deals with all software tasks without a blink. Games is the best challenge of its performance, but you can easily run any on maximum graphics with high FPS and smooth picture. And as always, a couple of seconds of benchmark test results taken from this smartphone. If you need to check it carefully, just push this video on pause, but don't forget to resume it, please. I beg you. As for throttling, you could already saw on one of the previous screenshots that it's pretty much present here, but still it's quite difficult to notice in everyday use. The main you should know is that smartphone doesn't lag at all, either in games, OS apps or social media. For instance, World of Tanks Blitz runs well on the first game as well as after the 20s, no need to lower its graphics. However, the heating is the one I dream to lower in here, it is significant and comes really fast. I said that so you and your sensitive fingers are warned. Cameras in Pixel smartphones have always been one of the company's main highlights. Pixel 4 is not an exception. Device takes very decent pictures both in the main and its front camera, also copes nicely with close-ups and landscapes. Portraits come out awesome too, sometimes not without flaws, but results are pretty much good in total. Same goes to night photos. I'm not trying to oversell the phone, cause night mode is always a sensitive topic, but this camera makes details pump up from the darker corner. Thumbs up for that too, we are all glad about such pics. In videos, the picture is sharp, with brilliant stabilization. For cameras in total, I can say that they are made for real shooting maniac. The final thing I put in the end is the sound from the speaker. It is good, massive and just feels right. Details are decent and high volume doesn't break that fact. No, seriously, the maximum volume is really great, so you will hear the incoming call in the loudest place. It will be handy also for people who loves watching YouTube or movies without headphones. Summarizing the stuff, Pixel 4 has many competitors on the market, so if you're ready to forgive its fast heating, weak battery and missing headphone jack, other Pixel 4 specs will surely make you a happy person. Of course, if you're also ready to deal with its price, because for somebody this phone costs too much while having disadvantages I mentioned before. This is it for today, and if you like this video, then why not to support our channel by subscribing to it, hitting the like button, ringing the bell to stay tuned for more cool content. My thanks for watching and cheers!